That number is not a guess. I asked for my transaction history and added it up. For the purpose of this video, I think it is important to note that that figure does not include any parts or labor I have received through manufacturer warranties. If I were to include those, I would guess the number would double. So how did I save $2,332.15? I bought an extended warranty through VeloCare. Before I continue, I also think it is important to note my size and my riding style. I am 6'2", and I weigh anywhere from 225 to 245 pounds, depending on how many pizzas I have been eating. I also have a pretty aggressive riding style, and my size allows me to lay down some pretty serious power on the pedals. The combination of my size and riding style probably leads to faster wear and tear than the average rider. Even so, the average rider can definitely benefit from this program. So how much does it cost and what does it cover? The cost is tiered based on your bike, and you can only purchase it when you purchase a brand new bike. Here is a list of everything that is covered. The warranty covers wear and tear and regular maintenance that is not crash related. And the process is very easy. I was able to sit down with a shop employee that has a lot of details on the program. Enjoy his commentary, and please leave any questions in the comments, and I will do my best to get you some answers. I'm here at the Trek Superstore in La Mesa, California, with Mark, one of the employees here. You guys have seen him on my channel before. Not only is he an employee at the bike shop, he's one of my riding buddies. And today we're going to talk a little bit about VeloCare, some of the advantages, and how you get it. So my first question for Mark is, how do you get VeloCare?
So VeloCare is a separate thing that you can buy with the purchase of a bike. They do have a 3-year and a 5-year program. There's different price brackets that you can purchase at depending on the price of your bike. And it is just to cover wear and tear on the bike. It also covers labor, which is the big one.
Now my next question for Mark, and just so you guys know that I am not lying, can you confirm that VeloCare has saved me thousands of dollars?
I'm going to say roughly probably 5. Both bikes, you're probably looking at $5,000 to $7,000.
So one of the reasons I came in today was so I could get that number, and I have all of my VeloCare receipts that I will be adding up. You've already seen that number, but as of filming, I haven't seen it. So we're ballparking. I wonder how close we're going to be. But it's thousands of dollars between my two bikes, and I've had those bikes for maybe 3.5 years now, I think.
The Slash was 3 years. Bought it in November of last year, or 2016.
2016.
So
but I think I bought it in 2017.
It's at least 2 to
Yeah.
3 years old. Because now you've gone through a couple change stays.
Yes. Yeah, I've gone through 2 change stays on it. So let's say 3.5 years combined for the two bikes that I've had each of them. And I bought the 5-year plan, so I still have some time left. My next question, and you may or may not know the answer to this, is there a cap on what VeloCare will cover as far as a dollar amount?
Yes.
Okay.
So they will cover to the cost of your bike.
Now, is that the retail cost or what you actually paid?
So the consumer can choose. Let's say, for example, just to make it a round number, a $5,000 bike. You could now buy at the sale price. Let's say the price was $3,800. You could get the VeloCare price at $3,800, or you get the VeloCare price to $5,000, because VeloCare will cover up to the cost of the bike. Again, you can choose. The customer can choose on that price point. I believe I remember he went with the higher retail cost, the MSRP of his bike.
If I have the option, I'm going to go with the MSRP because I know I'm going to break things. It's going to happen.
It's recommended that you know your riding style. Mm-hmm. You know how hard you're going to be on bikes. You know that you're going to maintain them or not, which is really key if you just want to drop off your bike, and have the guys fix it all up and come back. Oh, cool! Your service order is $600 to repair it, and they come back and they said, oh no, labor VeloCare covered that. You only owe for brake pads. You're looking at $50-$60.
And as far as regular maintenance goes, what are the main things that VeloCare does not cover? That way, and I'll talk more about what it's going to cover when I'm going over the plan itself, but sure. That way people just are aware, what are they still
big
going
thing
for?
Tires, tubes or tubeless is not covered, and then brake pads Brake pads are not covered. Rotors are covered, but not brake pads. Tires, tube, brake pads.
And I can confirm, and once again, we'll see my receipts, but I have gone through multiple rotors for both my bikes. I have broken, I don't know how many free hub bodies. I have gone
at least
through
3 that I know of.
It could be more, I don't know.
Could be more.
Does this still cover spokes?
It does cover spokes.
Okay, I've broken a lot of spokes.
And the labor to install that.
Yep.
Which is, one spoke is, $2.99 for the spoke, or $1 or whatever. But the labor to release that is $40 just to install one spoke, because you got to tension the whole thing.
Wow.
So just one, I said, one spoke can really add up.
And the other thing to consider when you're looking at VeloCare is when you're buying your brand new bike, what components does it come with? Because SRAM is significantly more expensive than Shimano. I can tell you that for my Slash, one cassette on my Slash 9.8 costs $237. I had been through multiple. So just one cassette made the price of VeloCare worth it for me. Now, I come from the mountain world. I don't know anything about the road world. Is it cost effective for road bikes as well?
Yes. If you are putting in, let's make it a small number and say, let's say you do 80-mile weeks. 80-mile weeks times 52 weeks a year. That's a lot of wear and tear on drivetrains, components, shifters, cables, and housing. That stuff really adds up, and it can make a big difference in the long run. Especially if you run in Ultegra, Dura-Ace 105. The Dura-Ace and Ultegra stuff is very expensive for a reason. It's top high-end stuff. So to have that replacement and the labor to install it covered, to me it's a no-brainer, and that's what makes it really easy to sell, is that this company does a lot for us and for its customers, which makes us look really good. But it also makes the customer much happier, because he comes in for let's say every 3-4 months. Hey, can you look at my bike for a tune-up? And we're like, hey, you know what? This is going to be $400. Cool. Give us a couple of days. Let VeloCare get back to us, and we'll get you a bill. And it's usually less than $100.
A lot of times it's free.
A lot of times it's free.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anything else you think people should know about VeloCare before we wrap this up?
VeloCare is a nationwide company. They are sold across the United States. So if you're on a trip, let's say you go to Moab or Utah or something like that, and you break a chain or you total a rotor or something like that, you can go into that bike shop. You can get that repaired. You can pay for the labor, pay for the cost of that component, and for it to be installed. But save your receipt. You can take a picture of that receipt, email it to VeloCare, and they will reimburse the customer directly. Which is a huge incentive.
I didn't even know that.
That's a huge incentive.
Did not know that. That's awesome.
It's a big thing. I mean, yes, you're like, hey man, I have VeloCare, and the shop that you're dealing with doesn't have that. Okay, that's fine. Just know that I need to have all my paperwork. I would get a business card from the shop that you're going to do that, just so you get all your ducks in a row, and they will reimburse you.
Wow. Awesome. So those are all the reasons why you should get VeloCare when you buy your next bike. Remember that you have 30 days from the date of purchase in order to get that VeloCare. I would do it just the day that you buy the bike. If you're going to someplace that's not a bike shop that has VeloCare, that's fine. Take that bike into the shop that does, purchase your VeloCare, and you will be much happier for it. I'm Chris Wessels with MTB Trail Review. Thank you, Mark. Always appreciated.
Of course.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.